Okay. You have the packing cube
Yes.
and the air mat. Hey, God.
Yes.
And a diving mask.
Here it is.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, seems like we have everything.
Kann ich jetzt snorkeln?
Let's go. Ciao,
Ciao!
And it is time for our next adventure. We are going to Egypt. I've been there twice before, but that was with family, so it wasn't as adventurous as it's gonna be this time. And yeah, we cannot wait to explore.
Okay, fast.
Okay, so look at how much stuff we got, and still we made quite a mess. Still we're trying to get it in not even hand luggage, but the thing that we can put the bags under our seat. So how are we gonna do that?
That's how we do it.
Okay, so what we do is pretty much we always wear everything we have. So I have like 5 layers of everything, and then we have half our backpack empty, and then a small bag or jacket, which is not visible to them. And then there's this guy controlling the tickets. So we put our backpack on the other side where he's not standing, so you cannot see how big it is. You're welcome. I always think of flights like cheap helicopter rides. I mean, you're not in private or anything, but you know, the landscapes from the top is just absolutely stunning, and yeah, we love it quite a lot.
We made it. We are in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Rolling.
We arrived at Sharm el-Sheikh. We tried to hitchhike from the airport to our couchsurfing host, but unfortunately it was already late at night and it was not possible to hitchhike anymore, so we took a taxi for about €3, which is
Good deal.
hopefully a good deal. And yeah, then we arrived at our couchsurfing host.
And this couchsurfing host, Starwat, he turned out to be an amazing person, and he quickly introduced us to 2 other couchsurfers staying with him.
Where you find it, I also.
We can understand.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone has that.
Oh,
Yeah, but you will order.
Good morning. So yesterday we got comfortable in the room that our couchsurfing host provided us. It was really nice. And after that he invited us for some tea in Sharm el-Sheikh city center. And today it's a bit windy. It's the hotel. And we're gonna check out probably Ras Mohammed National Park for some snorkeling, and if it's not too windy.
Okay guys, we're in the city now of Sharm el-Sheikh. There are not many people because it's, first of all, it's off season, and second of all, yeah, we're still in the pandemic. But yeah.
So much good stuff. We got some coconut here, raisin here, and tons of fruits that we don't have in Austria. And here, that's what licorice is made of. I didn't even know that. Then we started hitching from the supermarket, and we got really lucky because a lady took us and he recommended us her favorite beach for snorkeling, and that's straight where she took us. Wow. So we can see a big container ship here coming straight from Israel, and the island you see in the back, What country is that, Alexandra?
Saudi Arabia.
That's Saudi Arabia. So we sneaked into this hotel, went for some snorkeling, and before that got like 2 kgs of dates for 11 pounds, which is like 70 cents.
That's an amazing deal.
That's a really good deal.
Yay! Hi!
Yeah, thanks to our teacher friends.
Woo! Thank you so much. Then we met Muhammad. He was a hotel employee who wanted to practice his English, and he invited us for coffee, which was very delicious. Thank you so much, Muhammad. How do you like it?
Thank you.
We enjoy it quite a lot.
So our biggest problem here is that hitchhiking is made quite hard because there's only taxis here. There's no normal local cars, it's just taxis. So yeah, that's quite hard for hitchhiking. I think someone here got a bit too much coffee.
Yeah, it's like 20 kilometers until we are back at our couchsurfing host, and so far just taxis want to take us home. But we don't want the taxis.
Oh, something stopped there. What is it?
I don't know. Ah, a taxi!
After a bit of waiting, a private car stopped for us and drove us right into the city center, where we wanted to go anyways to visit a mosque. A bit after that we got lucky again, and straight after sunset we caught a ride to the old market, which is very close to our couchsurfing house. Wow. So you get 3 lanes each side, and still after 5 minutes we've only seen one other car.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's morning. We're here with our Russian friend, another couchsurfing guest from our host, and his friend who is kindly driving us to a national park, Ras Mohammed National Park. And we were supposed to hitchhike inside the national park, but it's completely empty inside, so he was kind enough to bring us all the way to the end of the park, and then we will just walk back. And yeah, the roads are
Without water.
That's the next point.
We forgot to buy water.
Yeah, it's crazy how stupid we are. What do you think, Mahmoud? We are gonna survive?
This is the last
You're gonna
video
pick
of
us
us.
up in 3 days.
Okay, little update. We made it to the end of the beach, of the peninsula, which is the national park. But there were guards there, and they didn't allow our local friend to leave us because they were afraid that we will die, because there's no other people there except the guards. So now he has to join us the whole day. It's not optimal, but it could be worse. If you look at the landscape outside, you think everything is dead and nothing grows here. But once you go underwater, the landscape changes drastically, and there's so much life out there. It's amazing. There's so many different corals and fish, and for someone who's rather used to the Mediterranean Sea like me, the variety of species you got here is just incredible. Then we drove to a mangrove forest, which is a super fragile and important ecosystem. And yeah, just picked up some plastic, had a look, and enjoyed the time spent there. And then there's a small crab now living in there.
Cuckoo. Oh.
Then we left Mr. Krabs alone, had to leave him. and cruised around a bit more in the national park before we were told or recommended the most amazing snorkeling place in the whole national park, and that's where we went straight away. Before snorkeling, we were invited by the owner of the place for some tea, and then we went straight into the water.
Yeah, as you can see, it's always quite hard to get to the deep part of the reef, but the hard work always pays off because you have the best views over the reef, and I even saw my first Nemos, which was quite exciting.
Then Mahmoud dropped us at the hitchhiking spot in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yeah, Alex, tell me where we are going now.
We are right now in Sharm el-Sheikh and we want to go to Dahab.
Exactly. So we want to hitchhike to Dahab, and the thing is that so far we haven't really been hitchhiking long distances in Egypt, and we've heard from some other people that it's not the easiest because there's so many military and police checkpoints.
And we arrived at one right now, so let's see how it goes because we are not in a car but walk.
Yeah, exactly. So over there is a police checkpoint, and supposedly there's a few every dozen kilometers there's a checkpoint, and they don't like to have hitchhikers, but we'll keep you updated, of course.
Okay, so all the fear was in the end for nothing. We're very lucky. The guys at the checkpoint, they were not that friendly because they wanted us to take a bus, but our friend Mamdur, he offered to take us, and yeah, very nice. We love you too. About a 30-minute ride later, we started to slowly approach Dahab, and someone of us got quite comfortable in the car.
بقول لك ايه روح يعمل كمان بتاع السياحه ده
We successfully made it to Dahab and already found some friends.
Yeah.
We can already say that this is a much more typical village of how Egyptian villages are normally than Sharm el-Sheikh, because that was just for rich Russian tourists, and yeah, this seems like the actual locals are living here.
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
yeah, I think we're gonna stay here for 4 or 5 days, so let's explore. I'm excited to explore this village and maybe the surrounding areas as well. Yeah. We're at our couch surfing host's place, but he hasn't arrived yet, so we had to call him. And this kind man here, he offered to help us, and yeah, now he just refuses to leave us alone. What the? And he refuses to leave us alone until our host arrives. Really good people around here. So this is the rooftop of our couch surfing host's place.
Beautiful.
And
we have like a camel farm over here,
look at our neighbors.
and they just had like 2 babies.
Yeah, I think one of the camels just gave birth. And we have sunset here,
There you, no, you can see the
sunrise over there, you can see the ocean. What else could you ask for?
Nothing. Oh, food. Wow. Good morning from Dahab. Woo, yep. Hi, big boys. Yeah. There are a lot of dogs here. Hello. Good morning. Oh mein Gott, das ist so ganz klein.
Damn, look at that.
Oh, hello.
So chill. Yeah, they really are not afraid of anything. Damn, that's amazing, man. You know Colibri, right?
So we are at a friend of Berni's. They met each other in Indonesia and we visit him where he's staying at, and it's so pretty here.
Look at that.
Look in the corner.
Oh, baby.
Baby.
That's amazing.
It's so cool here.
You can see the dog walking around.
Look at the date garden. In summertime you have kilogram and kilogram of dates here.
And many animals here.
Greece, Russia, Ukraine, there's some countries where there's military service.
Favorite part about Dahab is that there are goats everywhere. I'm just so in love. We're taking a walk with Weiji now. He has to go to work, but yeah, we will go to the beach, maybe do some snorkeling, and then meet up again afterwards.
Unfortunately, at that time of the year, it's mostly quite windy and it makes it impossible because of the strong currents to go snorkeling in most places. So that's why we had to go to Lighthouse Bay like most other people. And because of that, it's quite crowded, but we found Alexander's new home and we were quite happy. Wow. So you can see it's a German license plate, but they are shipping all the cars from Europe, all the expensive cars that are still working, to Africa, and then they reuse it here. And some of them don't even bother to change the license plate, they just put it on top of the other one. Welcome to Africa. Sehr stolz.
After watching some kids playing football, we wanted to go to the Blue Hole, which is a very famous site here in Egypt. But someone told us that there is a new tourism tax, which equals like $10, and we didn't know if it's like worth it to go there. So we asked a local what to do, and he recommended us to just go on top of a hill, which was close by. And on our way to the hilltop, we met the cutest dogs, which followed us all the way and made sure that we are safe.
There was quite some strong wind, but I just wanted to tell you guys that over there you got only 100 kilometers to Israel, then a bit further 110 kilometers to Jordan, and then right over here you got already Saudi Arabia. Then we enjoyed the last sun rays of the day before having another view on the beautiful ocean, and then slowly saying goodbye to our friends and heading back down.
Ist ein Lappen.
Okay, now we're finishing off the day nicely with some pasta, because we are pasta addicts and pasta lovers.
Some
beans, some vegetables. Our host is I think he's taking a dancing class, so he's not here today. And we even have a TV. On the next morning we visited Weiji, our friend, and his newborn kittens. And yeah, one of us fell in love with them right away.
Me!
And yeah, for the other one it took a few more minutes, but of course eventually it happened. And then shortly after we started hitchhiking again. It was about time. We started on a dirt road, so we were really lucky that we didn't have to wait for too long, because all the dust gets in every corner of your clothes, every corner of your backpack. But yeah, we were lucky, and a pickup took us with them. So today we're gonna try to make our way to St. Catherine. We're not gonna hike the famous mountains, Mount Sinai and all these, because there's just not enough time to explore all this area. We thought 10 days is so much time for this little region here, but there's so much stuff to do here. And we were invited by my friend that I met in Sri Lanka to go climbing for 2 days. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're just going to St. Catherine to see the village itself, but no hiking there. Maybe check out a canyon, but we'll not spend 1 or 2 days as we expected there. But yeah, we're excited to at least scratch the surface of this region, and yeah, very happy. Hitchhiking worked well so far. Yeah. So now we're gonna take the main road from Dahab to Nuweiba, and before Nuweiba we're gonna turn left to go to St. Catherine.
Ride number 12. A guy took us with his car to a very important junction, and on this junction a truck picked us up, and he didn't have space in his car, so he took us on the back, which is probably the best feeling ever, because you feel like the air in your face, you get more involved with the nature around you, which was great because we went through a canyon there. Yeah, and you just see how happy we are here.
So they have tons of flint here, which they are mixing with water over there. And this is the next stage of it. And once he has finished this, it comes for a few hours in this massive refrigerator before getting baked over there. And you cannot breathe in there. Look at how beautifully he does that. It's amazing. Right. Wow.
Shukran! Okay, taste test.
And again, it was really windy, but what I was saying pretty much is that these amazing things were only £1 each, so like 5 cents. And you know, you always gotta make sure to take the ones with filling, because there's some with and some without filling, and of course we go for the ones with filling. Jebel Sinai should be this one, so we were told, but it didn't seem to be very certain about it, so I wouldn't take my word for it. How does it taste? So good. Unfortunately, we couldn't even enter the monastery because of some COVID restrictions, only open 1 or 2 hours every day. You need a guide to go on the mountain, so it's a no for us today. They're quite expensive, but it's okay. We have a nice view here already. You have the monastery over there. It is, however, a beautiful place, and even just looking at it from the outside is quite amazing. And then we enjoyed the gardens of the monastery, which were open luckily. And yeah, it's awesome just looking at this oasis surrounded by the desert. And yeah, then we had to hurry already back to the main road because we had to catch a ride to Dahab. After playing football with Ahmed, Yedina and some others whose name I don't remember unfortunately, Nadia. Then these kids invited us to their parents' home and we had some nice talks and they made us a tea, and then we headed back to the main road where we had to wait for quite a while and it was already starting to get a bit darker, so we were worried, but in the end we got, of course, lucky again, and a massive truck who was, I think, transporting petrol, they took us with them. Nice. King of the road. Okay, so after having waited in St. Catherine for around an hour and the sun already setting, there was an awesome pair of truck drivers, these two legends. Hello. And they took us with them and made sure we were safe and sound. They gave us water and everything we needed, and yeah, now we're the king of the roads. Damn. And heading back to Dahab now. Yeah. These guys were in a hurry, however, so when we came to the police checkpoint, they made us hide in the back of the trunk so we don't get stopped. That was the last junction now. Alex is quite cold. It's not warm now. And it was the only day when we decided to not wear our long trousers.
Or something with holes.
But now the police, they helped us and we got a ride within a minute. So thank you Egyptian police, shukran. Yeah. So another prejudice was just smashed. So after the police helped us to get this ride, they stopped in the middle of nowhere, and obviously we were. Oh my god! Shukran. We were thinking, oh my god, they're gonna rob us now. They're gonna like, you know, steal all our stuff. But they gave us a blanket when they stopped, and now when we said like thank you so much, and they gave us drink and food. How crazy is that?
Thank you.
So it's time to question all your prejudices and yeah, you know. Wow. Go.
Okay, we finally made it back from St. Catherine's, and now we arrived at our couch surfing host. And the last ride we got, he was so kind and he dropped us off exactly in front of the door of our couch surfing host. So thank you for that. Shukran. And now we're gonna eat some pasta and have a nice evening with our host, and let's see what tomorrow brings.
Right, so that was our day. Thanks for joining our hitchhiking diary, and tomorrow we'll go climbing.